For the past 30 years, the East Tennessee Foundation has served this region through education, economic development, arts and culture, environmental issues, and human services. And now the East Tennessee Foundation will be celebrating their 30 years of service with a roadshow event called Generous Genes, How Family Philanthropy Can Transform a Region. Trudy Hughes and Fielding Ralston join us this morning. Let's talk about the East Tennessee Foundation. Tell us what it's all about.
Great. We're a community foundation, one of over 700 in the nation. We serve the East Tennessee region, which really extends from Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, south almost to Chattanooga, and west to the Plateau. We're really about transforming lives, strengthening communities, and we do that through donors making significant contributions. We invest those contributions and then do grant making and scholarships back into the 25 county area.
And this 30th anniversary, a great opportunity to get families involved in giving back to the East Tennessee Foundation.
Absolutely. Rather than throw a party for the anniversary, we wanted to find a way to give back. And we thought instilling more values in families about philanthropy. So many are so generous, but sometimes we forget to really educate and empower our children to continue the philanthropy and the charitable giving in their communities. So Susan's going to teach us how to do that through the Generous Genes Roadshow.
And let's talk about this. You're going to be a panelist on the roadshow.
Correct, yes.
Why did you decide to get involved?
Well, I guess I grew up kind of watching my father be involved in community work, both supporting it with his time and with his money. And in the time I've been in Kingsport, I've been involved with that in a lot of different ways, but wanted to get involved and support the community and really describe how that's been beneficial to the community and to me individually.
Well, I was going to ask you, as an individual from here locally, talk about how the East Tennessee Foundation affects your life and affects those around you.
Well, the East Tennessee Foundation really, as far as I'm concerned, provides a vehicle so that individuals have an opportunity to work through the East Tennessee Foundation to use their financial resources effectively, to really find the opportunities to help the community, so forth. So the East Tennessee Foundation really provides that vehicle that permits individuals to get involved in community support.
And Trudy, just kind of give us an overview of the roadshow. It's going to different locations. Of course, one of them's here.
Absolutely.
But it's going all over East Tennessee.
All over. We'll start down in Athens in the morning for a breakfast at Tennessee Wesleyan University. Then we'll come up Interstate 75 to Knoxville and be at the Foundry for a luncheon event. And then we'll all caravan on up here to beautiful Johnson City. We'll be at the Johnson City Country Club at 6 o'clock Tuesday evening on the 23rd. Susan Price, the author of Generous Genes, is doing the caravan tour with us, and she'll be doing some teaching. And then local philanthropists like Fielding and Roger Moen is another gentleman who'll be joining us here. We're going to talk about philanthropy on the community and level and help folks feel a bit more connected to the process.
You know, you hear of these family names that are out there, the Vanderbilts, names of that nature. Those are great big endowments but it's small families can make smaller endowments and make such a big difference.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the things that Susan wants to help us understand. Anyone can be a philanthropist, and by pooling our resources together, and I think that's one of the things that East Tennessee Foundation does well through local community funds. There's one here, the Washington County Community Foundation, one in Kingsport, the Kingsport Community Foundation, Elizabeth and Carter County, Johnson County. Pick a county in our 25 county region, and there's a local fund where everyone can participate by making contributions, and then that entire community can benefit with the grants and scholarships coming out of those funds.
All right. Sounds like a great time. It
gonna
really
be a lot of
does. A
fun.
good time to come together and help out your community. It is the Generous Genes Dinner. Easy for me to say. Tuesday, August 23rd, 5:30 p.m. The local stop's right here at the Johnson City Country Club. If you want to make a reservation, get on that number today and help your community through your family.